So welcome to today's very candid video, YouTube. I'm about 40 hours from having a camera shoved in my ass and a camera shoved down my throat. God, I hope they don't use the same one. I don't even want to think about that. So yes, at 8 a.m. on Thursday morning, I am going in for a colonoscopy and an endoscopy, however you pronounce that. As I've discussed on previous videos, I've always had kind of digestive problems, and I have already had a colonoscopy. I had one when I was 24 years old. So basically, I went to the newest GI that I'm seeing, and she basically expressed concern that I have never gotten any type of relief from the problems that I've had through as far as memory serves me. I've always had these problems. So she decided it was time again to take a couple cameras and look and see what's going on and maybe diagnose something that can finally be treated. If this is something you have experience with or something that you're actually getting ready to do yourself and that's why you're watching this video, I can't express enough how happy I am that I did not have to drink that entire gallon of stuff on prep day. See, tomorrow is prep day. I got to clean everything out so they can run the cameras through. So I'll be spending a majority of tomorrow on a toilet. But the last time that I had this done, I had to drink a whole gallon of stuff, and I had to start at 8 a.m. the previous or the day before, and I drank it all the way until I went to bed. I had to finish a whole gallon of this just nasty, syrupy, disgusting stuff that eventually you just can barely get down without gagging. So the kit that I got this time, it just comes in a little box. As you can see, there's no gallon of anything in this. And basically what this is just two of these. It's just two 6-ounce bottles. And what I'm going to do is at 1 p.m., I take one bottle and I dilute it. I pour the bottle in here and then fill it to the fill line with water. And I do that at 1 p.m. And then I do it again at 5 p.m. with the other bottle. And that's it. I'm not going to go too in-depth with my experiences with what I have going on because it can get kind of disgusting when you talk in detail about these things. But basically the reason why the doctor thought it would be a good idea to do this is because of my concerns with my constant belly bloat that never ever goes away. And it's definitely bloat. It's not carrying extra weight. She felt around on my stomach and she could hear all the noises and sounds it was making. Ugh. Along with that, it's just the regular pain and discomfort that I experience pretty much every single day in my stomach. And then up here I have acid reflux and a small sliding hiatal hernia. However, I guess they're going to check on that because she found I was very tender in that area when she was pressing right on it. So she wants to see the condition of it and make sure it hasn't gotten any bigger or any worse. And then ultimately we're just going to check and see if any damage has been done to my esophagus from all of from the years of smoking, the years of consuming soda, and the years of stomach acid refluxing, and getting up in there. If you are watching this video and stumbled across this because you're getting ready to have a colonoscopy or an endoscopy, I just want you to really know that everything is perfectly fine. You'll be okay. I've already, then this is just speaking from my experience, but my experience when I had my first colonoscopy, when they started putting the anesthetic into my arm, because I had an IV in, and when they started running that into me, they said count back from 10 to 0. And the only thing I remember doing was 10, 9, 8. And that's the last thing I remember until it was all over with and I was getting in the car and coming home. Not driving myself, you gotta have somebody drive you, but I was getting in the passenger seat and headed home. So that whole area in there, I don't remember any of it. The important thing is that when you're done with the procedure and you're on your way home and you're going to be seeing family members and everything, just make sure they know beforehand that you might not be responsible for the things that come out of your mouth or the actions that you take. Because when I was put under and I came out from my first colonoscopy, I did and said some really loopy shit. Things that would embarrass me to death if I did them and was fully conscious of what I was doing. So just be ready for that. Be ready that, things can kind of be a little laughable for everybody afterwards and you're coming out of that anesthesia stage. The first time I did it, it was not a negative experience. It wasn't necessarily a positive experience. It was just an experience. All right, so look, that's it for video 1. I hope I'll post a video tomorrow. We'll give you an update, basically video number 2 of this little blog thing I'm doing. Until then, as I always say, just stay healthy, stay happy, live a good life, and I'll see you in the next video.